What we're having tonight is chicken marsala. Here's the chicken with the marsala sauce and portabella mushrooms. I had an extra bell pepper, so I wanted to use that, so I roasted that, sliced it up and put it on top. That's just an addition to the recipe. But that's one of the great things, you know, cooking at home. You have something extra, you could deviate from the recipe and feel free to add it. We have the roasted peppers and collard greens, but they're like a sweet and sour. Or I'm sorry, sweet and spicy.
Yeah, sweet and spicy collards.
Collards.
They're the best, even if my mama's watching, these are the best collards I've ever had.
So this is what we're having, and we'll show you how to make it.
Now that it's over, he can drink his iced tea.
Cheers.
Cheers. So this is roasted potatoes?
It is.
So how many potatoes did you use?
6.
6 potatoes. And you washed them and you're just chopping them up.
Yep. Sometimes I peel them. Most times I don't. I just wash them. Cut it in half. Half again. Okay. Have a shallot. It's in the onion family. It's a little milder and sweeter than an onion. And the good thing with this, it doesn't have that strong odor, and it doesn't make you cry. And we'll put that in.
It's amazing how he's always hungry once you start cooking.
I know. Okay, now we have some olive oil. I'll sprinkle that on, or pour on. Okay, I'm just gonna put a little more on. It's the extra virgin olive oil.
Ah, okay.
And we'll put some salt on. Black pepper. And we'll mix that. Make sure your hands are nice and clean.
Yeah, your hands better be clean. Chemo sabe.
Now at this point, if you wanted to, you could put some minced garlic in here, but we have garlic in the other two dinner items, so I'm going to leave it off of this tonight. That's why I just put the shallots in. Okay, now I take some butter. I think half a stick will be good. Okay, now we could just lay it on top.
That was half a stick of butter, right?
It was. And then we have some paprika. And we'll just sprinkle that on top. And I have the oven preheated at 350.
Okay.
Some tin foil on top, but I'll keep it kind of loose. It doesn't have to be really tight. Put it in the oven.
And that's at 350.
Yep.
350. It stays at 350?
It stays at 350. We're going to take the tin foil off in about an hour.
Okay, and how long total is it going to be in there?
About an hour and a half.
Okay, so the potato. And you're also making chicken marsala, right?
Yeah, tonight we're going to have chicken marsala. The ingredients we have is the marsala wine.
Yeah.
I think it was only like $5 or $6 for the bottle. You don't have to get an expensive one.
Oh, that's
especially
good.
If you're cooking with it. But you do want to use the pure marsala wine. And then we're going to have portabella mushrooms. We're going to slice, put in there. We're going to fry up the garlic and the shallot in the olive oil, then add the mushrooms. Now the recipe doesn't call for it, but I have a red bell pepper left over from dinner the other night that I didn't use. So I'm going to go ahead and take the liberty of putting that in. And we're going to use the bouillon, chicken bouillon later. And then this is going to be for garnish. We're going to chop that up and put it on top. And then I like serving with the
Okay,
lemon.
what is that?
Oh, this is Italian parsley.
Okay, okay.
Okay, then the last thing we're going to make, it's sort of like a melding of the cultures here. We're having the traditional Italian dish of chicken marsala, but then we're also going to make collard greens along with it. And it's going to be sort of like an Italian version of collard greens.
Ah.
So we have the collards here, but then we're going to fry up some more garlic, onion, jalapeno for a little spice. And the key is going to be mixing the chicken stock with some sugar. So it's going to have between the sugar and the chicken, the sweet, and then the spicy with the jalapeno. Okay, so what I do is I stir the potatoes. And I'm going to leave the tin foil off for the last half hour.
Oh, so it's been cooking for an hour?
Yeah, about that.
Okay, so the last half hour you leave the top off. And next you're making the collards. And what's the name of this recipe? I like the name of this recipe.
Sweet Daddy's. No.
Sweet Daddy's collards or something.
Yeah, no. Big Daddy's sweet and sour collards.
Oh, okay. Big Daddy. All right.
Okay, I want to take the back part of the collard off. And we'll just go through the bunch here. Maybe cut it up. Is this how you do it at your house?
Yeah, this is how my mom usually took off the stem too.
Oh yeah? I have one stack done where I took all the stems off. So now what I'm going to do is go ahead and slice these. Cut them down into manageable bite-sized pieces. Is this how your mama does it?
No.
How does she do it?
Well, my mom rips the stems off of the leaves and kind of rips them into bite-sized pieces. They aren't mostly. So, this is more precise, I think.
Would I get yelled at for doing it this way?
Oh, she's gonna see this. Trust me. She's gonna see this, and you will get your critiques.
Batch 2. And it looks like a lot, but after we cook, it's really gonna cook down. What I'm gonna do now is cut up the onion, garlic, and jalapeno, and I'm going to fry it in some olive oil in here.
I was never good at cutting garlic.
And what you could do, if the skin doesn't want to come off, you could like smash it, and that breaks it up and it comes off just a little easier that way then. Now you could chop up the garlic this way, or you could also use a garlic press. Okay, it just opens like that, and it has this removable piece here that you could take out for easy cleaning. And you put the garlic in there, and you see how it...
Ah, okay. Yeah, I've never used that
off.
before.
So it makes it a lot quicker. You put the next one in.
Oh, wow.
So now we have the onion, the garlic, and we'll cut up the jalapeno. Now, you could use the crushed red pepper flakes.
Oh, instead. Yeah, I think my mom used the crushed red pepper flakes. She really likes those.
Yeah, and we usually have those on hand, you know, in a big jar. Get it from Costco. Last a long time. But since I had the fresh jalapeno, I thought we would do this instead. But just as easy to use a pinch, a healthy pinch of the sweet red pepper, or the hot red pepper. It's Jinx in Max's bowl.
She's drinking from his bowl.
Okay, now we'll take our olive oil, extra virgin, and we'll put in about 3 tablespoons. 1, 2, 3. I'm not very scientific, as you can see with
yeah, me, I need like measuring cups, but you're good, you know.
Now this was a big onion, so I'm not going to put the whole thing in. I'm going to put about half in, and we'll save the other half. Then we'll put in all the garlic and the jalapeno. And you can see there. And we'll put it on the stove and start cooking. We're going to need some chicken broth with this. So it calls for about half a cup of chicken broth. So I put the chicken bouillon in there. It's maybe 2/3 of a cup I poured in there.
Oh, okay. 2/3 of a cup of water.
Yeah.
And then you put the cube in there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Okay, the onions are nice and tender now. So I'll add the chopped up collards. We'll start cooking them down. Okay, we have our chicken broth that was heated.
And how many minutes did you heat that with the cube?
That was about 4 minutes.
Oh, okay, 4 minutes.
And here's the key. What you have to do is take regular white sugar and put 2 heaping tablespoons
Oh, into the broth.
into the broth.
Stir it up.
Mix it
Stir
up.
it up.
We're going to turn this on low. And we're just going to simmer for a while. You can already see how much it cooked down. Okay, we're going to take some regular all-purpose flour. Put that in the bowl. Just a little. That's maybe like half a cup. We're going to put in some salt. Pepper. And a little bit of red cayenne.
Ah.
That'll give it a little kick. And just mix it up. Now the chicken, what I want to do is, they're the boneless breast. And they're kind of thick. So what I want to do is cut these in half. And it's easier to cut when they're like semi-frozen. So what I did was I put these in the freezer, took them out, defrosted them in the refrigerator, and timed it so they're not quite thawed yet, but they're very workable. So it's easy to cut in this state.
Oh, very easy to cut that. Yeah. Very neat.
Do that one. Okay, so we have the 4 chicken breast sliced. Now we just lightly put some flour on it. Not a lot. Okay, we have portobello mushrooms. That's going to be part of our sauce, part of the Marsala gravy. So I'm going to slice them up. tablespoon of flour. Put that in. We're going to crush it up.
It's making it like a paste?
Yeah, we're going to use this on the final step to thicken the sauce.
Oh, okay. I was wondering where you were going with this.
I'm going to use this for garnish at the end and for squeezing it on the chicken itself. I really like when restaurants put this on because I love fresh lemon squeezed on the Marsala at the end. Not everyone does that though. All right, now one thing I'm going to do different, again, this isn't part of the recipe, but since I have an extra red bell pepper, I want to use it tonight. So what I'm going to do is roast it, and then when it's done I'll slice it up and serve it with the dish. I think it'll go well with the chicken Marsala. So what I'm going to do is in the oven, we have the double oven, and I have the potatoes in the top. What I'll do is turn on the bottom one, the broiler, and put it under, and then I just turn, you know, as it cooks, and it's going to get all blackened on the outside, and I'll let it cool off, and then I'll just take the skin off and we'll have a roasted pepper. I'll put the cast iron pan on medium high, and we'll put about 1, 2, 3 tablespoons of olive oil. I'll leave it out because we may have to add more as we cook.
And you turned them over, right?
I did.
After a couple minutes you turned them over for the other side to brown.
Okay, the mushrooms have cooked down quite a bit. It's ready to add the Marsala wine. So what we'll do is we're going to put that much in. I've got just one more splash. Turns out to be about 3/4 of a cup.
3/4 of a cup of the Marsala wine.
Yep.
Okay.
And we're going to let this cook for about maybe 5 minutes until it reduces by about half. We want all that alcohol to burn off.
We do?
Yep. Okay, it's reduced by about half. So what I'm going to do at this point is put the chicken broth in.
Smells good.
And I'm going to add a little more salt. Pepper. Okay, we're going to reduce it down to medium-low. We're going to put the chicken back in. Juice. I'm going to let that simmer for a bit. Alright, this is still kind of hot. I usually let it cool down a little more than that, but then you just peel the outer skin off, and you see how you have the nice red pepper right underneath that? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It smells so good.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can you peel that off and you just cut it up?
Yeah, and what I'm going to do is slice it up and put the slices on the chicken, and we'll have that with it tonight.
Oh, that'll be a good added flavor.
Yep. We'll take that out.